Please leave a message after the
shakedown letter. The horny kid jumped me. Later writing, I had sex with him, it felt weird. I didn't know he was a minor until the shakedown letter. Adding that she had 80 pages on him by a private investigator that Anthony hired. Later saying if I lose my job, I will move to Africa or the Amazon forest. I want to be among the 90% of the world that doesn't give a fuck about this shit, not the conniving, sick 10% of the entitled Westerners. Then in a back and forth about age and consent, she points out that it's 15 in France and Italy, adding when I was 17, I was with a 33-year-old man for years. There's also a picture shared of a note that is allegedly written by Jimmy on Ritz-Carlton stationery, reading, Asia, I love you with all my heart. So glad we met again, and I'm so glad you're in my life. Jimmy, smiley face. And following all of this new information, I'm left with just more questions.
That's the second part, and the biggest thing is that
Didn't let her finish the question.
it's pretty. This is like a smoking gun at this point because the handwriting's like been confirmed and the pictures are real, and there's a bit of an admission in there. The whole thing what she said there about I didn't know he was this age. If it was Europe, it would have been fine. I said we were a guy when I was 34. There's some people are like, all right, this shit's just like 100%.
Just so I get this straight, this kid played her son.
Yeah.
So he's basically a motherfucker. Is that what you're telling me?
Wow.
on so many levels.
He's a real motherfucker.
Technically.
But in all seriousness, though, this is why this Harvey Weinstein thing probably took so long to come out, because a lot of the people who are involved probably have a lot of skeletons of their own, and it's just stupid to throw stones when you live in a glass house, as the saying goes. So, and that's what I think that's what she's ended up doing. She's tried to throw stones.
Oh, it's Hollywood, right?
Exactly.
I mean, it's everyone's fucking each other. Now it's turned into like I'm not shitting on what his experience is, but you know, it's all about this McCarthyism type thing. Like everyone's just like, witch or whatever, here I come, and then like, you know, now you just have to say, oh, you fucked me or whatever. I believe that they did. Obviously, they fucked, but the whole thing about trauma. Things like that. I'm like, this is what I can't buy. I'm like, I took the money and I was so traumatized, and I was like, no. No,
I took
I'm
the
not
money
buying that.
and I was still traumatized.
Yeah,
I took the
I'd have
money
been like,
years ago, and now I'm saying that I just can't. I can't. I see her, and I just. I must confess. I must put her in her place.
There'll be loads of women listening to this saying some shit there, but like you can't do double standards and things like that.
So people saying they're both disingenuous. He's a slime ball for holding. He took it for the money. He blackmailed her straight away. Right, even after this happened, that as soon as he set with her, he knew that, oh shit, I got a year on her.
Yeah, that's what he whispered in her ear after he came back. I need $300.
But the clip you played actually said he asked for millions.
Yeah,
So,
he did, but he only
was-
agreed to the correct.
Exactly.
He asked for $3 million, and
so this guy was really trying to swindle this woman, basically. Like,
from my perspective, I agree.
Oh, see, now we're turning back to she's the victim. It's like we need another Me Too movement, like Me 3. Like I've been raped and blackmailed. Like it's like double jeopardy.
Wow. But how can she be the victim? She's underage. Technically, she is the accused.
There's two things
aggressor.
here. First, a message to all the lovely conservatives who want to jump on here and say, "Hey, see, all women are evil." I'm like, first of all, you dumb Christian motherfuckers. The age of consent might be 18, but there's a governing law in a lot of states in the United States that says, if the victim, which is usually a pastor's pupil, falls pregnant and they get married, it's all good. And that's a Christian-based law. It's a law pushed by the church.
There's no consistency in all the states.
Yeah, so basically shut the fuck
correct.
up. So that's for the Republicans. They can be quiet. You still fucked up. In terms of this kid, I'm sorry, but men need to accept that this is not something that swings both ways. It's harder for men to get traumatized because there's not that same angle of assault. If you go to prison and you get raped, of course, that's fucking traumatic. But this kid knew this woman very well. He was 17. And again, I know everybody's different, but I was 17. I was horny enough to just about it.
That is correct. You are speaking for yourself.
Yeah, I am speaking for myself. But if a movie star that I hang out with says, do you want to come to my hotel room? I would be like, so are you going to bring the condoms or should I just... it's like I was ready. And all the girls in my class were already dating guys who are my age now, who were my age now.
Right.
And I haven't exactly graduated yesterday. So it's just a bit fishy. To me, like I just, I don't think it's the same. And again, even if it comes out that she's like a monster or whatever, the big thing about what she said was that she was a victim of rape or sexual assault, because Harvey Weinstein did so much shit, it's hard to tell at this point. And it would have jeopardized her career, but she still came out to bring light to it. So no matter who's the victim of rape, they're still a victim.
Of course, it doesn't negate the fact she's a victim, even if she herself is an aggressor per se.
Yeah, they don't have to be, exclusive.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly that.
You can be both. But
Yeah.
the big thing is that people are just so shocked, and I can't believe you did the same thing. You paid them, but that bit of a confession she wrote in a text message was like, I'm in Europe is 15. I was with someone when I was 15 for 35 years.
That is so wishy-washy.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's such a wishy-washy excuse.
Agreed. And just, do you have the details on why he's saying he was traumatized? Like, was it because as a 17-year-old...
Oh, no, specifically, you didn't... No, it wasn't the first clip where they said that after that specific interest, he started losing money professionally.
Is he saying that as a 17-year-old, he didn't understand the concept of sex, and only after they had sex, he realized what happened? Or what was really
I think he's saying
the malicious
all of that.
part of on her end?
His part, this is the part they read out clear, which is, again, makes him very, 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 very shysty. He says that my career took a dive after that specifically, because psychologically it did something to me, and you can see through my career I was offered less jobs because I changed, and he blames that change on that incident.
Yeah, it's called your life peaked. It's like, it was all downhill from there. It's like when a high school jock
he's using
graduates.
her as a marking point, right? This is the moment. And it's her fault. And I was underage, so she deserves to pay me $3 million and only got 400.
Well, you got to be incredibly careful these days, right? I mean, there has to be an equivalency now. You have to take any accusation seriously.
Exactly. That's
the whole thing. Like,
I don't think Simon likes that.
Well, no,
that's what he was saying.
I'm just saying 16-year-olds have sex with each other all the time, and they don't get traumatized from it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But in this case, legalities, whether they're wrong or not, you're right. I mean, right, so I get where you're coming from.
Well, I'm sure that's why she offered to pay eventually, because she realized if this comes out, it hurts my image.
Yeah, because it was Anthony Bourdain she was going out with at the time, and then he paid her off. He's like, I don't want you to deal with this.
That's
bullshit.
Apparently a lie, by the way. She's trying to cover her ass. She's trying not to make a direct connection between her and the boy.
Dumping guys under the bus worked before. He just goes through the book. Who else do I know? Oh, Anthony, come right here.
Well, we got a lot of shows to get through. Let me just say this. People are saying that, she has hurt the movement. That this is unbelievable. Such a big proponent of this whole thing has hurt the movement. And it's unfortunate. That's what I said, Simon, it's unfortunate. It has hurt the movement, the optics of the movement. It's hurt the optics.
No, I don't think it will. That's all. I don't think people give a shit.
No, they do. A lot of people will love this. They're like, oh my God, that Harvey Weinstein's lawyers, for example.
No, but it's just salacious gossip. That's all it is.
The evidence is nearly there.
No, it's there, but no one gives a shit after. No one's going to put it
a lot of people give a shit.
Well, Republicans love it. And, nowadays, controlling the narrative in social media is everything. So everybody jumps on everything, pretending to be offended. But it's like saying, oh, Martin Luther King had an affair, so screw the civil rights movement. That's his private business. And I know there's an element here where he was underage and she was trying to play hush money
and
or
believe
whatever.
Me, people are going to push to get him in prison. People are going to, even if it's 1 year, one thing that, they found a loophole, they're going to push it to the extreme. And I wouldn't be surprised if the people in the Me Too movement turn against her anyway. Would you be surprised at that? We got to hang this bitch. Because we got to get this out of our... she's tainted it. Tainted it. We got to hang her.
Nah.
And on top of that, they're like, you know what? People in Me Too have taken advantage of it. Like, you know what? This proves that Me Too isn't just about women as well. And we do realize that.
Would be the
well, that happened. What was it? Terry Crews? Terry Crews had that?
That's a better example of a man going through something that's like...
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to move away from this and just say this. Like I said before, when we spoke about Simon on our other podcast, I said that eventually... someone in every cause there's gonna be bad blood, or someone's gonna do it. We're all human, apart from the gender, male and female. We're all human. There's always gonna be bad apples, stuff like that. I think it's unfortunate that it's her in this regard. Whether it's very grey with the age and he's shysty. Unfortunately, I don't want to say there's merit to the situation, but she's really tainted the situation in a way that liberal people, open-minded people be like, this is just bullshit. Yeah, and if you ask me my personal opinion, this is all just a great opportunity for the other side to, push back and be like, perfect. Yes, this bitch, this woman, can you believe she's the one that she did that shit? It's a shame. This shit happens. my final thoughts is the shit gets deeper. You know, there's going to be more cases across the board. It's not going to stop the movement, but unfortunately, it's probably going to make Harvey Weinstein's case just a little bit easier now, because his lawyers are like, this is great. They already written up a letter condemning her and the movement for this. Oh yeah, this is all about revenge now, and she's going to be fighting her own case now. And that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Only 71 more women to go, right?
If it makes you feel better, Simon, Bill Cosby, that's an open and shut case.
Well, thank you. At least that's one done.
They got him just in time.
Please leave another message at voiceofmail.com.